turning out to be a very nice day. Very windy though. So there's no way in the world I'm going to make it on one fuel run this time. We're southbound on Highway 97 in the US of A. Approaching, what's that little town called again? Right there on the left-hand side, there's a little town, little community. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. There'll be a sign here soon. Crossed the border a little bit ago. Headed to Omak. Oh, this is called Riverside. Riverside, right, Riverside. Beautiful. I love these summer-looking clouds down here. Jess said she was at home. She went to the mall, which is right across from us, and then she went to the superstore, or grocery store. They're all kind of within a block radius of where we live. Very convenient. Walk everywhere. And she was almost back home. Crossing the last crosswalk to our place. And basically the last, probably 300 meters of walking was just a solid downpour. She got soaking wet. It's pretty funny. The rain's been doing it on and off, all of a sudden just a complete downpour, and then it's a beautiful blue sky, and then back to downpour. So kind of a pretty day. I'm not sure what I'm listening to. A little staticky. I don't know, sometimes I enjoy listening to some good classical music. The hills are really unique here. If you look on the left-hand side, you see where the softer hills, they almost look like beaches. I always imagine that this was all a lake, and you know how when you walk into a lake, all of a sudden the lake has a drop off to the beach. You know, you walk into the beach, shallow, all of a sudden the drop off. That's the drop off. The flatter tops is the nice beautiful beach where it slowly goes down, and then all of a sudden you got the drop off. So we're driving underwater. At least that's what I've always assumed. I'm no geologist. It's just kind of like, that's what it looks like to me. And I think on this side we're climbing one of those beaches. It's just deceiving when you're on them, when you're right there on top of them, you don't see it. But when you're looking further away, you see it's obvious. I'll probably get a copyright strike for that, am I? Oh well. It's not really a copyright strike, it's just I wouldn't be able to make any ad money off of this. I can't anyway, I don't have enough viewers. I'm not popular enough to make money. I used to be able to make money, and then YouTube changed their rules. Yeah, if you look in the shoulder on the right hand side, it's very fine, gravelly, round rocks. They're all round rocks, so there obviously was water here. The rocks have all been ground down by wave action and running water anyway. Only way rocks get round is by tumbling around and hitting each other over and over and over. Wherever you find nice round rocks, you know there used to be water. Once again, I have no education on geology, so I don't know. I'd say we're right at the top of this beach now. We're on the beach. We're at the top. Looking across, we're kind of at the top, matched up on the other side of the lake. You can see there's a little ledge all the way around at the level we're at. So I'd say we're on beachfront property right now. Maybe in the lake still a little bit, but in the shallows anyway. Look ahead of us, you can see that line all the way through, like a straight line. It's quite obvious that this used to be a water line. Even to someone as dumb as me, I can see there used to be a water line there. Because that's exactly what the lakes look like now. That's what the lakes look like right now. Hence, there must have been a lake here. Omak. Okanagan. I think the next town is Okanagan. Spelt differently in Canada and in the US. See, once again, you can see those beach lines on the other side. Of course, you can see some of it's been eroded away, but you can see a huge sand pit there. Good place to get fine gravel. Here on both sides, you can see how sandy both sides of the road here are. We're definitely beachfront property here. Okanagan. Definitely spelled different. I think we're more Okanagan and this is more Okanogan. I don't know. Not sure why the difference in spelling, but definitely spelled different. That's a community on the right-hand side there, down the bottom of the lake. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of pretty with the clouds. Kind of driving into the sun now. It's a little more of a higher contrast, but having a fun day. Fun day. Won't make it to my destination, so I've got to figure out where I'll be sleeping. The last place I could stop would be the scale. I might do that. If I can make it to the scales, I'll go that far. If I can't make it to the scales, and the scale I'm talking about is on the intersection of I-90 and Highway 18, I believe. So that's my goal, to make it at least to those scales. I think that's doable. And then in the morning get going. I'm delivering to I guess a construction site under the bridge, and they're going to have flaggers, and that'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting day tomorrow. Oh yeah, one more thing. Bought another Sony Action Camera, just like the one we're using right now, just as there's actually a firmware update for this, so we'll have to update it. So we're going to have two cameras like this, so eventually I'll be shooting multiple angle videos here. That will mean editing. I hate editing, so you will not get a lot of those videos. But I figure I have two of those cameras. Even if it's just for when we go kayaking, we'll have a camera on my kayak and one camera on Jess's kayak. Should be good. Should be good. And I'm going to take one of the waterproof cases, drill a hole in the back so I can plug the microphone in. So when we're kayaking, I might even shoot some kayaking with some audio. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this summer. We'll be doing some quadding. My brother's working on doing all the oil changes on my quad right now. It's a lot of oil changes. It's a rear gear, box, transmission, engine oil. There's a special fluid for I can't forget what it's called, but it's a special fluid for steep declines for that quad. Anyway, he's replacing that, so that's 4 fluids right there. Greasing all the certs, 2 different greases I have to use. The U-joints need a different kind of grease because they're high speeds. And of course, he's going to flush the rad. Flush all the coolant out of it and put in some new coolant. I think that's it. Yeah, grease up all the suspension, drive shaft or propeller shaft, depending on what and where you're, what. It's the same thing, it's just called different things. Man, it is windy. I'll be burning extra fuel today, definitely not making it all the way through US and back to Canada without fueling up. Kind of a fun game to do now, since I've done it twice now. So yeah, once all those oils are changed, maybe in a week and a half, if this weekend coming up, I'm gonna be taking my motorcycle test. A little nervous about that, having no practice. I say the chances of passing that test for me is a 60% chance. I think it's a higher percentage of passing than failing, but there's a high percent chance of failing, so I'm gonna go for it anyway. I could wait longer, but if I wait longer, then I have to start over from scratch. I have to write the knowledge test, do the parking lot, proving you can handle the bike test, and then the road test. So this is the final test I have to take. I failed it in fall, so I barely failed it in fall. And that was with practice, so now I don't have practice. So and the reason why I failed it was apparently I don't shoulder check enough. That's a little bit because I'm a truck driver. I've grown so accustomed to relying on my mirror, always knowing what's around me. I know every vehicle behind me, where they are, where beside me. Like I'm always watching. I watch the mirrors almost as much as I watch the front windshield. So because of that, I didn't pass. So I gotta force myself to do more shoulder checks. And the weather's looking like it's gonna be rainy, so not in my advantage there, but it'll be what it'll be. If I pass, I pass. If I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna be too excited or hurt about it either way. But the weekend after that, if the weather's good, we're gonna do a little bit of quadding. Should be good. Can't go anywhere high up yet because there's snow everywhere. It's pretty chilly up higher, but yeah, I know a couple of places we can go quadding. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to this summer. Of course, that's means if I'll be home next weekend, right? Well, this weekend I will be. I've got the four-day weekend. I did tell my boss that I was willing to work Monday morning if he could load me on Friday for a load that could be delivered in Penticton or OK Falls or nearby type of thing. I will be willing to deliver that on Monday morning, but I want the rest of Monday off and I want all of Tuesday off. So I'm willing to work a little bit on my 4-day weekend, but just because I know it'd be inconvenient to have a load on me on Friday that couldn't be delivered till Wednesday morning. It'd be super inconvenient. It would be either that or be empty at home. And that mean I'd have to be driving empty, and that'd be inconvenient as well. The company can't make money that way, so I figure if I offer to deliver the load locally, if there is such a load that exists, I'm willing to do it. It makes it a little more convenient for my boss, and makes the company a little more money. And the more money the company makes, the more money, the more job security I have, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See how the day went. See how my unload goes. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the beautiful weather. Look at that beautiful weather. Just gorgeous blue skies. I think the blue skies are always prettier when there's clouds mixed in like that. Such a beautiful day. I love this. And you can see the grass green on the side. Oh yeah, right. I'm ending the video. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Okay, now. Bye, guys.